What's up, y'all? 11:58 p.m. Wednesday, the 24th of June. I always see guys in these long-term marriages. They support their wife. Their wife could be having a stroke, hurt, whatever. They support their wives. They go on. All that with their wife, right? You know what I'm saying? They support, love, cherish their wives. All that type of stuff. And it gets to the point where they have to come in terms to an agreement and decide to separate, which means they have to go their own separate ways, and they have to divorce physically and on paper. You know, they're already mentally probably divorced and made this agreement. Now they have to physically, which means they have to get a paper, sign a contract, sign the papers, you know, and then waive it, and then boom, they go their own ways. It's like a lot of guys think that we're supposed to be this and be that. Okay, support, do that, support women, do all that. It's cool and all, but the thing about it is, it's like we're taught to be as men, be the helping hand, serve, help your woman. But it gets to the point where you can do that too, and your wife decides to leave you. You know, she's so safe, she's good. It's good and all when a woman tells you, oh my goodness, you're a great guy, I love, you're supportive. Support your wife, but you don't want to do that too much, because it puts you at a position where it's like everything her and everything else. You got to realize that about women, they will suck you dry. They will use you till no more. You won't even realize it. You could have all this going on. They will suck your essence. The thing is about it is, years ago in marriages, it's not like now where it's like bounded or they're forced to, because back then it was a different time period. So it was a part of the rule, but now we don't live in that type of society anymore. We're in a totally different timeline in the civilization. So she can just change her mind. She's not as bounded anymore. She thinks the grass is greener. That's why I wouldn't really get married, because she can decide to change her mind. Not that I'm scared, but just look what I invested or what she had. It's just, it wouldn't be best, and just the government and just the laws and the regulations. I just don't want to take that risk. That's why I don't really believe in marriage like that. You know, I think marriage is the union of both energies, masculine and feminine. I don't believe in this contact paper bullshit. But you gotta be careful though, because it's like there's a beta male, there's a SIMP, and there's an alpha male. Yes, you the man, you this, in her eyes at first. You the man, you that top guy. But as soon as you guys get married, that shit goes downhill, bruh. You become levered then. You have to focus on her. You got to do that. But as time goes on, it's gonna just leave. You have to, when you get married or do certain things or be with a lifetime partner, you have to find somebody that actually aligns with you, that's connected, that y'all could like ride off a cliff with each other and y'all be good. Y'all don't even care. You can't find somebody that just because you fell in love or you guys just got along one day that you guys decide to get married, because that shit could end. Like, you guys got to make sure you locked in, you know. If not, then it's like it's gonna be bound to fail, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. And that's just what it is. But you're not gonna really find that like that, because people have their ways, people got their motivations, people have their agendas. So it's not gonna really be easy for you to kind of get the locked in. It's more so a mental thing too, you know. So it's like it's gonna kind of be difficult. She gonna see that I'm a woman, I could do this, I got that, I got these things lined up for me, that I want to pursue, that I got these guys right here, that let me just look in that area. That's gonna go through her mind. Or so even if you support her and all that, and she's gonna think there's more. So it's like, why do you want to think that? Like, you gotta understand, it's like part of you guys coming together and do that, you guys have to both sacrifice, or you have to sacrifice. And I see a lot of guys that get to their marriage, they pour all their heart out, their time and energy, Like, for what? You gotta realize, if you do that at some point, you're gonna lose yourself. As a man, you need your own space. You shouldn't be in a communion with like a woman. Like, you gotta be careful, bro, because you're gonna become lower than a beta male, bro, and then she's gonna decide to leave you. She's gonna not feel right, because that's not happen. It's gonna just suck you without you even knowing. This happens to the best of best guys. She's gonna get you. She's gonna sap you of your energy, and it's gonna affect you, bro. When she leaves, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna take almost years to heal from that, because during a time of you guys being together, you guys were connecting. You guys created this tie, this soul tie. You know what I'm saying? This marriage on paper, and this physical and spiritual marriage. And then your life starts to kind of go downhill. It's really not a good idea to just get married for no reason. That's why I wouldn't do it. It's not some shit to just play with. Parents always say, oh, you're gonna get married and have it. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Not that I'm scared, it's just I know what it is. It's not something just to do it because it looks fancy or some Barbie doll fantasy. No, it's serious. I would never make that choice. Especially in this type of landmass and this grid. Fuck no. It's just, I won't do it. You gotta kind of be careful, bro, getting married. Like, guys do that. Like, when you support your wife so much, you're doing that, you're actually lowering yourself, your value, and your positioning. She won't see you as that. You're just seeing like a person that's like, you go down to people's feet and you help and you do that. It's like you're becoming lower than like a beta male. It sounds good, but it's really not the best thing. I'm telling you, it's gonna catch you when you don't realize. I'm telling you, you could do the best of her, do right, she's gonna leave you. You're doing so much. You're not supposed to do all that. As men, we're taught to sacrifice and do that, but it comes to the point where you gotta stand back and you gotta relax. You gotta conserve your energy. You gotta move forward. Because if not, people, life, especially women, will suck the life out of you until they decide they don't need what they need from you. They feel right. She's gonna leave. She's gonna feel safe. She got what you need and she's out of there. She doesn't need anything. She's full. She's gone. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. 9 times out of 10. I'm not even trying to scare you. I seen it happen. It's gonna happen. They're gonna leave you. They're gonna divorce. It gives her this mentality that she can just, put on a paper. You know what? I'm gonna sign this paper. I don't want to be with you no more. I don't want to be with you. You know what? I have these thoughts in my mind of not being with you. I just see other things and other opportunities. Let me pursue this more. It's gonna go on in her mind. She lives in a world just like me and you. So guess what? She's gonna start looking and researching through the years. She's gonna make up her mind, and boom, she's gonna sign that paper because she has mentally decided to make her decision, which means she mentally has a way of having an exit plan. And then after that, she makes her decisions and she mentally checks out slowly in the relationship. She loses herself, I see these guys get into a relationship and all of a sudden their wife gets sick or whatever happens, or I'm telling you, it's gonna bite you in the ass, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna bite you in the ass. I'm not trying to scare you. Their wife gets sick, right? Will get sick, be fat. I kid you not. Guess what happens? She heals. And guess what happens? She heals, she gets better. Guess what the fuck happens? Something bad happens to him. Something bad happens and he loses his job. He gets injured. Something bad happens to the guy. I'm telling you, you're not gonna win with this energy, bro. Especially this, when you're getting married with a woman or that, you're not gonna win. It's gonna fuck you. It's gonna backfire. I've seen this too many times. You gotta be careful, bro. I'm not on no stuff. I'm not trying to So I don't vouch getting married. Like, bro, you with this girl all day. Is she safe in the house? She's all that in the house all fucking day. You're this. That's insane. She's gonna go insane, bro. Her mind is gonna be outside of there, bro. She's gonna be like, what is... I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Her mind is gonna be outside. It's gonna just exit. Because there's so much out there, bro. Why would she want to just stay in you? She gets sick. Because she has to sacrifice a part of herself to be in this relationship, an image, and do that. That it starts to kind of consume her, right? She gets sick all of a sudden. She manifests an illness, and then she heals. She finally develops a strength or whatever from you, kind of course, you supporting her. And then she gets out because she realizes she doesn't even want to be here together. Like, man, we only want to get married because it seems right. Oh, we want to be a guy, we want wife and kids. But women, they want to get married because it's like, they've been told to, or it seems like it's the right thing, or probably their family, but deep down, they don't want to get married like that. They don't. They just like what comes with it, the outside. It's not really about the deeper parts or falling in love. Like they say, men are in love, women are in business. When I see these guys' love stories, it's always the guys saying that, oh, I loved her, and we fell in like... Men, we don't talk like that, talk about falling in love. At the end of the day, when you're dealing with a woman, there should be a baseline. You being a man, right, as you are, as like a man, right, and her being a woman as a woman. As you get together with a female, you lose that baseline. You guys become just so connected. You guys get tired of each other, all that, and you guys just have to separate. This is just... That's why I say, as a man, I suggest you even have your own space, especially if you're living with your. I suggest you as a man to find your own space, even if you're living with your mom, because even she's gonna be on your ass, or that's gonna be unbearable. She's gonna make you do this and that and all that. It's just gonna just affect you. You need your own space as a man, your own confinement. You gotta find your way, find your path. A lot of the times when guys are finding their ways and finding their path, they get with a chick or whatever. No. She could fucking wait. They don't find themselves. And now they lose a part of themselves because a part of themselves is attached to that woman, his identity. Now they gotta go look for another girl and get married. And then the cycle repeats itself. Like, why? That's the dumbest shit. I'm good. I don't really feel like I'm missing out on anything, or a girl or this or that. There's so many. And I don't really I'm not even worried that there's so many and this and that. I just don't. I'm good, man. And I'm not saying I'm a bachelor, too. I'm not. I'm just me. I'm just doing what I'm doing and whatever. But I'm not getting married. I'm not locked in. But it's just not what I'll do. It doesn't seem very manly, like a... How do I say this without sounding like a whatever about it? It just doesn't seem like a respectful thing to do as a man to get married in 2026. It just doesn't seem honorable, you know? It just puts you in a position lower than a beta male. Like, just very... Like, you supporting this girl thing, you doing the right thing, she's sick, and then she heals, and she leaves your ass. Bro, that shit gotta be the most fucked up feeling that you feel. You help her, you support her, you help her use whatever. You gotta help her eat, go to the fucking restroom. She's fucked up, and then she heals and she leaves you. Do you know how fucked up you will feel? Nigga, that feels more worse than a fucking bullet. That's not cool, man. That will have you messed up. But people got their rights to make her decisions, but still, that feeling is not a good feeling, bro. That's the most defeated feeling that you will feel. I don't think I want you guys to get to that level. Women have their ways. You gotta help them and support them, and they have their emotions and all that, and I don't want to kind of deal with that. You know? When you're just vibing with a girl and that, you don't really gotta do stuff like that. It's just the time being. You know, so you guys just enjoy each other's energies and just move on forward. You're not locked into a fucking marriage, you know? Because Because it's like now you guys got to take care of each other. But more than likely as a man, you're probably going to take care more of her. You know? So I'm good on that. I'm just saying, you guys got to be careful, man, with this marriage stuff. Me, I wouldn't do it. Happy wife. Happy wife, happy life, whatever you call it. Happy wife, stressful life. Because trust me, she ain't that happy. She's staying in that house. I'm telling you, she got her ways of getting her. I'm telling you, married. I respect the guidelines. Married woman data. Married woman, they the easiest to do some things with, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, it ain't. Married women are the easiest, bro. They the easiest to get things working with them and doing it and getting close with them. It's nothing, bro. In 2026, probably in the Stone Ages, it will be different. But now, married women are on go time, bro. Single women, they just riding their streets saying they doing this or whatever. So they're not really worrying about relationships. Or they may have a side guy. But the married woman, I'm telling you, they on go mode. I'm telling you, you would have to be kind of like ignorant or unaware of that if you're a guy that's just married in 2026. Not that I'm condemning you, I'm just kind of like letting you know. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, married women, they on go time, bruh. It ain't nothing. And married women, don't think your wife she has her share, bro. She has her fair share. If not, how the fuck she gonna be in that house 24/7? How you expect her to deal with that and cooking all this dumbass bullshit kitchen? You don't think she has her ways? Be fucking honest, bro. Don't be stupid here. Let's be men here and see it for what it is. It's not just even seeing the truth. It's about being realistic. Like, come on, bro. You think she gonna be in a house all day, or she just getting trash and she's just for the house? Or nigga, she's doing other things, bro. And you know what things, bro. Come on, bro. We gotta stop being fools as guys and get straight to the fucking point. And yeah.